I'm Ashlyn.
I'm Zach, and this is Sierra.
And we're traveling A to Z.
This week we're in Southwest Texas.
For the next 48 hours, we're going to be exploring Big Bend. Join us as we show you some of the top scenic views, bring you along on 3 amazing hikes that are in Big Bend, give you a tour of the only hotel in Big Bend, take you on a boat ride to Mexico, and much more. We just left the town of Talinga and we're heading to Big Bend National Park, which is located in the southwest region of Texas. We're going to enter the park through the Maverick Junction, and then we're going to go south towards the Mexico border where the Santa Elena Canyon is located. To head to the Santa Elena Canyon, we are taking the Maxwell Scenic Drive, which is a 30-mile drive. Along this drive, the road showcases some of the historic and geological features of the region, and it is supposed to be one of the most beautiful drives in the park.
The Castolon Visitors Center area has a general store, has a bathroom, and a visitor center that has information about the park. There's no gas here.
The visitor station is small, but it does have some information about the history of the area and some brochures.
So we made it to the Santa Elena Canyon start, and we're going to start the Santa Elena Canyon Trail. The Santa Elena Canyon Trail is supposed to be 1.6 miles round trip, an 80-foot elevation gain. These canyon walls are 1,500 feet tall. We made it to the Rio Grande River. This side's the United States. On the other side of the river is Mexico.
It's a stream. That's not a river.
Zach's very upset that the river is so small. They are in a drought and it is winter time, so you know. Trail is over here. It's a little deep, so we're going to try to find a different place that we can get up and to the other side of the water without getting soaked. We're crossing the Rio Grande. So I guess this is a place where it is legal to go and wade across the river.
Crossing the river, she is.
Made it! Okay, now we're heading up the 80-foot elevation gain. Hi, baby doll! The trail has nice steps and then also has little ramps. It's cement and pretty well done.
Yeah, there's clams in the rock. Those are fossils. Do you want to touch a fossil? Is this your first fossil touching?
So we're at about 80 feet up. Now we're kind of heading down towards the river. As you can hike, you can see the river and Mexico. So now we're hiking on a nice flat section going into the canyon. We went up, down, flat. We're supposed to go all the way to the river.
Over 2 million years ago, moving water, sand, and forces of gravity carved St. Elena Canyon. The enormous block of limestone in front of you is evidence that the canyon continues to be shaped and fine-tuned.
We made it to the end of the trail.
That's the Rio.
Okay, first time touching the Rio Grande!
Grande!
Woo! How is it?
What do you think? It's cold, isn't it? It's cold.
She doesn't care.
She's a trooper.
She's like, whatever.
So I'm heading to the Desert Mountain Overlook. It's on the Scenic Drive. It's close to Santa Elena Canyon Overlook. We're about 4 miles in or so. Behind me is Mule Ears Viewpoint.
You could see in the distance the 2 mountain points that look like ears.
This is Soto Vista. It's gorgeous. It has beautiful views all the way 360. We're kind of on top of a little mountain ledge. The distance you can see Homer Wilson Ranch. It was abandoned in 1945. This is the inside of the house. We just finished the Rocks Maxwell Scenic Drive. It was really pretty and they had some nice pull-offs, lots of mountain ranges. We're surprised about how desert it is, but still how green it is. It's pretty neat. What do you think, babe?
I don't think deserty is a word.
Deserty?
I think it is dry. There's not a whole lot of topsoil. It's mostly shale and gravel. But there's plants here that seem to be doing pretty good. They're nice and green and flowery. So, yeah, pretty neat.
We're on Grapevine Road. We're heading to Balance Rock Trailhead. It's a little rocky. So far we're making it in our rental car. Not 4x4 though. So we'll see how far we get.
The Grapevine Road is 6.5 miles to the hike. It is recommended to take a high clearance 4x4 vehicle on this road.
We're heading on the Grapevine Trail to go to Balance Rock. It's about 2.2 miles round trip.
And you gain 80 feet of elevation.
The first 0.8 miles of this hike is relatively flat, and now we're heading upward 0.25 miles to Balance Rock. That's Balance Rock.
This is the view looking out from the other side of Balance Rock.
The last 0.25 miles was definitely scrambling up rocks and a little gravelly. We did it, we made it, Sierra made it. It was a really gorgeous view when you got to the top though. I recommend doing it if you don't mind scrambling up a little bit of boulders. Sierra is singing to the bumps on the gravel road right now, and hearing her voice go up and down is pretty cute. So it is bumpy. It is a bumpy road, but it's not that bad. But if you have a kid, they may enjoy it, just listening to themselves listen to their voice go up and down because of the bumps. is the middle of the park. It has the lodge, a restaurant, and another visitor center.
Chisos Basin is where the Chisos Mountain Lodge is located. It is in the heart of Big Bend, and it's the only lodging in the park. The lodge is conveniently located near a restaurant and some of the park's world-famous hiking trails. There are a variety of lodging options, from the hotel motel or to the popular Roosevelt stone cottages. There's a total of 72 rooms, and there is on-site dining, stores, and a visitor center.
Where are we at?
212.
We're going to give you a tour of our room and some of the surrounding areas. It's a simple little room. A little place for luggage. You have a nice little refrigerator, microwave, sink, a little tiny toilet and shower. Cute for a little rustic hotel in Big Bend. Here's our view. There's the store and visitor center. Yeah, you like the bed? Is it comfy?
Bouncing on the bed. Yeah, we can't even stand up yet and we're bouncing.
Yeah, you like the bed? So here's a map of the lodge. They have registration, full service. They have a gift shop from 8:30 to 8, convenience store from 8:30 to 7, a visitor center from 8:30 to 4. You can see here's the different rooms. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It is first come, first serve, so you need to go early. It's pretty much the only restaurant around, so we're gonna hit that restaurant. Hopefully it's good. But if it's bad, it's the only restaurant around. We have no other choice.
There's two different buildings here when you come in, that's where we're staying. It's in 2 levels. They do have some steps, but there's a hill, so you could have less steps if you park on the hill. Here's some other residents, D, C, and B.
On the site, they have a convenience store. The convenience store has an area where you can buy different gifts and t-shirts and hats. They also have an area with chips and top ramen and cold drinks. And if you forgot anything for camping or hiking, they have a section for that. Chisos Space and Visitor Center includes interactive exhibits on plants, animals, and birds that are found in the Chisos Mountains. They also have a bookstore, restrooms, and a water filling station. The Visitor Center is open from 8:30 to 4 p.m. Monday through Sunday.
The lodge registration and the restaurant are all in the same building. You check in there, and they also have a little gift shop. It's cute. So you check in there, and then they give you your room.
On the site, there's also a nice little covered picnic area. To get to the restaurant, you go through the gift shop and then past the bar. Chicken Asiago.
And a Caesar salad with chicken.
And a flourless torte.
We made it to Lost Mine Trail. The sun hasn't even come up and the parking lot's already starting to fill up. It's supposed to be one of the most popular hikes in the whole park. Lost Mine Trail is a 4.8 mile round trip hike. You gain 1,100 feet elevation, and it's pretty much all the way straight up the whole way. So about 500 feet every mile. So it's definitely a moderate to strenuous hike. So you can hear all the birds. They're super loud right now. This national park has more birds in it than any other national park in the United States. Pretty interesting. Black bear and mountain lion, be aware. Ah, it's a pink bear. Okay, here we go. Hey bear. There's a resting bench at about 0.6 miles. Definitely some really gorgeous views as you hike up. So at about 0.8 miles in, you come to this gorgeous view. We just made it about 1 mile in. Based on my watch, we've gone 444 feet elevation gain. It's been pretty good so far. It's a gradual uphill with zigzags, so it doesn't seem as bad. And it's been a really good maintained trail. So far, it's been a great hike. What do you think, guys?
Oh, I have a sweaty bear strapped to me.
Sierra approves. I don't know about Zach.
She's seeing the sights.
It is beautiful sights and views. Look at this. This is an awesome hike. The views from here are amazing. Big Bend National Park was made a national park in 1955. It is over 800,000 square acres and it's bigger than the state of Rhode Island. That's huge. Hi, baby girl. Are you having fun hiking? We're about 2 miles in and now we're getting to the really steep part of the hike up the stairs. And Sierra decided to take a nap because she's tired now. Hiking's tiring work.
Yep.
Oh, we made it to the top of the ledge. We're 2.1 miles in and a little over 1,000-foot elevation. It's nice to be kind of on a flat surface here. Deer! Blue jay. We're just finishing the hike. We're coming to the very end. It was a really cool hike. Gorgeous views. I recommend this hike. This is probably my favorite hike that we have done in the park. I could see why it's one of the top hikes to do in Big Bend when you visit.
It was really nice. Sierra loved it.
She only slept through half of it. So we just left Chisos Basin and we are now heading to the Rio Grande village, which is in the southeastern part of the Big Bend National Park. We made it to Rancho Grande Village and this is the visitor center. It is the lowest elevation of the whole park, right on the Rio Grande River. And we are gonna go to Mexico. So we're gonna go to the port of entry and then take a rowboat across the Rio Grande. We're gonna go to the cute little town of Boquillas. So Boquillas Crossing is a little north of the Rio Grande Visitor Center. I'd say, what, half a mile maybe? So the crossing is from 9 to 4. You don't want to miss that last boat or you're going to be stuck in Mexico.
At the entrance, one of the Park Service workers tells you about the logistics of going over to Boquillas. He also showed us a map of the town and gave us information.
Welcome to Mexico.
If you go through the point of entry from the United States, you show your passports. You have to have passports for everyone to get into this entry. And then you have about a 100-yard walk to the river, and you can either take a rowboat or you can wade across. We are not gonna wade across, so we'll go with the rowboat. It's supposed to be $5 round trip per person. Boquillas Village on the edge of 2 countries. Big Bend is the only national park where you can actually go into another country. That's pretty cool. The river is pretty shallow. We probably could wade across it, but
We could. But it's our first boat ride.
yeah. Hi, hola. First boat ride.
Okay.
Go ahead.
On a boat.
On the Rio Grande. What are we doing? What do you think? She's like, I don't know. What's going on?
On a boat.
Mexico, baby! We made it! Your first country. So once you get across the Rio Grande, there's people on the other side that will either take you on the back of a truck, you could rent a horse or a donkey, and they'll stay with you the whole time in the village, and then they'll take you back to the Rio Grande. It was around $10, I think, per person to do that. We decided to walk. The hike is 3/4 of a mile from the Rio Grande to the city. Half a mile.
Getting closer.
Buenos dias, Mexico!
Boquillas has a population of around 250 people. As you walk through the town, you can see displays with wire sculptures, embroidered textiles, walking sticks, and other handcrafted items for sale. U.S. currency is accepted in Boquillas, but it is recommended to have smaller bills.
Sarah, you're missing the full Mexico experience.
She's awake. She's looking.
Okay, are you looking?
Hi, hola, buenos dias.
Yes.
Golf and a church. And a little market, store market.
And this looks like the end of town.
So there's 2 restaurants and a bar in town. One of the restaurants overlooks the Rio Grande River and it's supposed to have really good guacamole. The other restaurant is supposed to have goat tacos, but it does not overlook the valley or the river. So we may try both, we're not sure. This is the bar.
Boquillas restaurant's supposed to have good goat tacos. We decided to eat at the restaurant across the street at Jose Falcon, which overlooks the Rio Grande River. As you walk in, you go through a cute little gift shop to then go to the restaurant.
It smells good. Hi, buenos dias. Buenos tardes. Tres.
¿Tres?
Yeah.
Sí. Pueden tomar asiento en cualquier mesa. Yo les traigo el menú.
Yeah, let's go with the steak. Salsa and guacamole.
Let's wait until the menu. Salud!
Cheers!
Here's a view from our table. The restaurant has a large outdoor sitting area that overlooks the valley and the Rio Grande River.
That was a fail.
I got a quesadilla. I got enchiladas. It looked so yummy and it was fast. So we ate at the restaurant Jose Falcon. It was really good. We made it back to the United States of America. She had fun. She ate guacamole, beans, and rice. And now she's tuckered out and sleeping. Sierra approved. So we just got back from Boquillas, Mexico. It was a lot of fun going across the border and then coming back on a boat. We really enjoyed it. We just went over for lunch, then we looked at some of the little shops and then came back. We walked it. It was not that far of a walk, pretty flat on sand. We enjoyed it a lot and everyone was super nice. Everyone at the restaurants were really nice. We had a good time.
We had a great time. Sierra had guacamole and rice and beans, and she really enjoyed throwing it on the floor. It was great. And smeared it all over her collar.
Yes.
And eating some of it, but mostly throwing it on the floor.
The Mexican food was really good though. We enjoyed it, and so did Sierra. We're heading to the end of the road, which is Boquillas Canyon Overlook, and that is where the road ends. Aww, look at the little horse. Go, horses, go! They're literally blocking us. The end of the road. We made it to Boquillas Canyon Overlook, and there's a gorgeous view of the Rio Grande. And on the other side, you can see Boquillas, which is where we just were. We're now gonna head back down the road. And you can see here a whole bunch of different goods for sale. These are the same items they had for sale in Boquillas. This is the way to the hot springs. It's a little gravel road. It's pretty well maintained though.
To go to the hot springs, you have to go 2 miles on a gravel road and descend down a rough, narrow wash to the trailhead area. Motorhomes and oversized vehicles are prohibited on the one-way section of the hot springs road.
So to the hot springs, it's 0.5 miles round trip. Hot Spring Historic District. So as you walk along this trail, there's a loop you could do that's 1.1 miles. It takes you to a lot of the historic buildings around the hot springs. Or you could go the 0.25 miles to the hot springs where you could go soaking. The hot springs is supposed to be 105 degrees all year round. Should be really nice. We're gonna just go check it out and put our feet in. Yeah, we'll see what the hot springs actually look like. We have nice little picnic spots. These are all hotel rooms and they were $1 per day or $6 per week and 25 cents to bathe. Definitely nice and warm. So the little tub that they made, which is like a brick barrier, it was really warm in that area. It's 105 degrees supposedly. The other part like of the river is still warm, but it's not like really hot. I would say maybe 80. So we just turned down the road to head towards Marathon. On this road is the Fossil Discovery exhibit off to the right, so we're going to go check that out. And then we're going to continue out of the park to the city of Marathon, which is the closest city on the east side of Big Bend.
100 million years ago, it was underwater. Dinosaur habitat. Like warm and humid coastlines areas today, Big Bend was teeming with life in the sea, rivers, and on land. With tall trees along the shore, the landscape was similar to today's swamps and bayous of southwest Florida.
It's a pretty big bird.
Look how big that is. Yeah, one bite, chomp, chomp.
They're related to the alligator. Tyrannosaurus. This very spot. Dr. John Wilson, a paleontologist from the University of Texas, discovered 54 million year old fossils in the rocks. Fossil Discovery Museum is pretty neat. It starts with over 100 million years ago into 10 million years ago, and it shows the fossils that are found in this Big Bend area as you go through time. So it's definitely neat and worth a stop. Here's the actual size of a giant crocodile that lived 75 million years ago. This is in the nice little picnic area, so you can sit by the giant crocodile. There's also some other little fossils the kids could climb on and play at. Kind of neat, and they have lots of little facts about the dinosaurs. So kind of a fun little place to have lunch. There's a pit toilet here, just in case, and a fun little exhibit. More horses. There's our last visitor station as we leave the park. That's Persimmon Visitor Station, and that is the last visitor station as we head north towards Marathon.
I hope you enjoyed exploring Big Bend National Park with us. Join us as we next head to Marathon and go stay at the famous Gage Hotel. Please subscribe below to follow more of our adventures.